everyone, welcome back to I'm Michelle.
And I'm Michael, and today we're talking about NFTs.
I can already hear people clicking away.
Wait, come back. We're not here to sell you a bored ape.
No, we're actually doing the opposite. We're looking past all the hype and the crash to find the actual useful applications of NFTs.
Because yes, the JPEG craze was ridiculous.
So ridiculous.
But the underlying technology actually has some interesting use cases.
And that's what we're exploring today. NFTs beyond the hype.
Real uses that actually solve real problems.
Not million-dollar monkey pictures.
Well, maybe we'll explain why those existed too.
Fair enough. Let's dive in.
Okay, so we need to address the elephant in the room.
Or the bored ape in the room.
Exactly. NFTs had this massive moment in 2021, 2022. People were paying millions for digital art.
Celebrities were buying them, companies were launching them, everyone was talking about them.
And then it all crashed. Hard.
Like 90+% drops in value. Collections that sold for hundreds of thousands now worth basically nothing.
So I think a lot of people hear NFT now and just think scam.
Which is understandable. A lot of it was scammy.
But here's the thing. Just because the speculative bubble popped doesn't mean the technology is useless.
Right. It's like how the dot-com bubble burst in 2000, but the internet didn't go away.
Perfect analogy. Pets.com failed, but Amazon survived and thrived.
Exactly. So we had this hype cycle where NFTs were being used for the wrong things.
Mainly speculation and status symbols.
But underneath, there's actual utility. We just had to get through the hype to find it.
So let's start with basics. Michelle, what actually is an NFT?
Okay, so NFT stands for non-fungible token.
Which sounds super technical.
It does, but non-fungible just means unique and not interchangeable.
Like a dollar bill is fungible. I can swap my dollar for your dollar, same value.
Right, but your house is non-fungible. It's unique. You can't just swap it for any other house.
So an NFT is a unique digital item.
Exactly. It's a way to prove ownership of something digital using blockchain technology.
Could be art, could be music, could be a ticket to an event, anything digital.
And the blockchain acts as a permanent record of who owns it.
Like a digital certificate of authenticity.
Perfect. So that's the technology. Now let's talk about what it's actually good for. All right. First real use case that I actually think makes sense, event ticketing.
Ooh, this is a good one.
So think about concert tickets or sports tickets right now. What are the problems?
Scalpers buying them all up with bots?
Yep, fake tickets.
Can't resell them, or if you can, Ticketmaster takes a huge cut.
And artists get nothing from resales.
Right, like if I buy a Taylor Swift ticket for $100 and resell it for $500, Taylor doesn't see any of that $400 profit.
Exactly. NFT ticketing solves a lot of this.
How?
So each ticket is an NFT, unique, verifiable, can't be counterfeited.
Because it's on the blockchain.
Right. And the artist or venue can program rules into it.
Like what kind of rules?
They can set a maximum resale price to prevent scalping.
Oh, interesting.
They can earn a percentage every time the ticket is resold.
So Taylor gets a cut of that $500 resale.
Exactly. And they can add perks. Like if you attend the concert, the NFT ticket transforms into a digital collectible with exclusive content.
So it becomes a souvenir with actual value.
Yeah, and you can prove you were there.
This is actually being used already, right?
It is. Companies like Get Protocol and Yellowheart are doing NFT ticketing. Some artists are experimenting with it.
What about the big players like Ticketmaster?
Even Ticketmaster is exploring NFT tickets because it solves fraud and gives them more control over resales.
So this isn't theoretical, it's actually happening.
Yep, not everywhere yet, but it's growing.
Okay, I'm sold on this one. This actually makes sense.
Right? When NFTs solve a real problem, they're actually useful.
All right, next one. Music and artist rights. This is what I'm really excited about.
Okay, make your case.
So the music industry is kind of broken for artists, right?
How so?
Artists make almost nothing from streaming. Like 1 million Spotify plays might earn you $4,000.
Wow, that's terrible.
And record labels take huge cuts. Artists often don't own their own masters.
Taylor Swift enters the chat.
Exactly. She had to re-record all her albums because she didn't own the originals.
So how do NFTs help?
Artists can sell music directly to fans as NFTs.
Like instead of putting a song on Spotify?
In addition to, usually. But they can sell limited edition versions, special releases, early access, all as NFTs.
And they keep way more of the money.
Exactly. No label taking 80%, the artists might keep 90, 95%.
That's huge.
And here's the really cool part. They can program in royalties.
What do you mean?
So if I buy a music NFT from an artist and then resell it to you, the artist automatically gets a percentage of that resale.
Wait, forever?
Forever. Every time it changes hands, they get a cut,
That's actually brilliant.
right? In traditional music, if you buy a vinyl record and resell it, the artist gets nothing.
But with NFTs, they get paid every time.
Exactly. And some artists are doing really well with this.
Like who?
Kings of Leon released an album as an NFT and made over $2 million.
Wow.
3LL and EDJ has made millions selling music NFTs directly to fans.
So this is actually working for some people.
For artists with engaged fan bases, absolutely.
What about smaller artists?
That's where it gets tricky. You need an audience that understands crypto and NFTs
Which is still pretty niche for now.
for now, but I think as the tech gets easier, this could be huge.
Especially for independent artists who don't want to deal with labels.
Exactly.
Okay, next use case, gaming. And I'm actually curious about this one.
You don't sound convinced.
I'm skeptical. I've heard a lot of hype about play-to-earn games that turned out to be pyramid schemes.
Fair. Axie Infinity basically collapsed.
Right? So what's the actual use case here?
Okay, so forget play to earn. Let's talk about actual ownership of in-game items.
Like what?
So in a traditional game, let's say Fortnite, you can buy skins, weapons, emotes, whatever.
Yeah, people spend thousands on that stuff.
But you don't actually own any of it. Epic Games owns it.
What do you mean?
If Epic decides to shut down the game or delete your account, all that stuff you paid for just disappears,
Oh, that's actually kind of messed up.
right? You spent real money, but you don't actually own anything.
So NFTs would let you actually own your in-game items?
Exactly. They'd be on the blockchain in your wallet.
So even if the game shuts down, you still have them.
Yep. And theoretically, you could use them in other games or sell them to other players.
Wait, across different games?
That's the vision, interoperability. Your sword from one game could work in another game.
That sounds complicated.
It is. It requires games to cooperate and use compatible systems.
Which they probably won't want to do.
Yeah, game companies like their walled gardens.
So is this actually happening or just theoretical?
It's early stages. Some indie games are experimenting with it.
But not major studios?
Actually, some are exploring it. Ubisoft tried with Quartz.
How'd that go?
Not great. Laughs. Gamers hated it.
Why?
They saw it as a cash grab, and honestly, the implementation was pretty weak.
So the idea is good, but execution is hard.
Exactly. If it's done in a way that actually benefits players, real ownership, ability to trade, cool rewards, it could work.
But if it's just another way for companies to squeeze money out of players,
Then yeah, it'll fail.
I'm cautiously optimistic on this one.
That's fair.
Okay, we've covered the big three. Let's rapid fire through a few other use cases.
Let's do it. Digital identity and credentials?
This is interesting. Universities could issue diplomas as NFTs, impossible to forge, easy to verify.
Professional licenses, certifications, all verifiable on blockchain.
Could eliminate a lot of fraud. Next, membership and access tokens.
So instead of a membership card, you have an NFT that proves you're part of a club or community.
And it can unlock exclusive content, events, discounts.
Gary Vee's doing this with VFriends.
Love him or hate him, it's an interesting model.
Real estate and property deeds
Theoretically, your house deed could be an NFT.
makes transfers easier, clearer ownership records.
But we're a long way from that being legal and standard.
For sure. Supply chain and authenticity.
Luxury brands using NFTs to prove items are authentic, not counterfeit.
Track a handbag from factory to store to owner.
LVMH and others are exploring this.
And it actually solves a multi-billion-dollar counterfeiting problem.
So when there's a real problem to solve, NFTs can be useful.
That's the theme here.
All right, let's talk about what didn't work.
Oh, I've been waiting for this.
Let it out.
Okay, profile picture NFTs as status symbols.
Yeah, paying $300,000 for a JPEG was insane.
It only made sense during a speculative bubble when people thought they'd flip it for more.
Once the music stopped, the value disappeared.
Because there was no actual utility, it was just a picture.
To be fair, some argue it's about community and access.
Sure, but you can have community without paying six figures.
Fair point. What else didn't work?
Play to earn games that were just thinly veiled Ponzi schemes.
Axie Infinity being the poster child.
People in developing countries were playing it as a job, but the economics only worked as long as new players kept joining.
Classic pyramid structure.
When new players stopped coming, the whole thing collapsed.
People lost a lot of money.
Yeah, it was predatory. What else?
Random celebrity cash grabs.
Oh God, yes. Celebrities launching NFT collections with zero thought or value.
Just trying to make a quick buck off their fame.
And fans who bought them got burned.
So what's the lesson here?
NFTs need actual utility. They need to solve a real problem.
Status and speculation aren't sustainable use cases.
Exactly, but utility is.
So if someone's interested in NFTs for legitimate reasons, not speculation, what should they do?
First, ignore the hype. Don't buy something because it's trending.
Ask, what problem does this solve?
Exactly. If it's a ticket that prevents fraud and gives you a collectible, that makes sense.
If it's a JPEG of a rock for $100,000, maybe not.
Definitely not. Second, start small.
You don't need to spend thousands.
There are plenty of interesting NFT projects you can explore for $20, $50.
Just to understand how they work.
Third, think long term.
The quick flip, get rich quick era is over.
Focus on NFTs you actually want to use or keep.
For the utility, not the speculation.
And fourth, expect the technology to improve.
Right now, NFTs are still clunky, lots of friction.
But in 5 years, they might be so seamlessly integrated, you don't even think about them.
Like you buy a concert ticket and don't even realize it's an NFT.
Exactly. The best technology disappears into the background.
So where do you think NFTs will be in 5 years?
Honestly, I think they'll be everywhere, but nobody will call them NFTs.
That's probably accurate.
They'll just be how we prove ownership of digital things.
Ticketing, credentials, game items, memberships, all just normal.
And we'll look back at the JPEG era and laugh.
Or cringe.
Probably both.
All right, let's wrap this up. NFTs got a bad reputation because of speculation and scams.
But the underlying technology, blockchain-based digital ownership, is actually useful.
Real use cases include ticketing, music royalties, gaming items, credentials, and authentication.
The key is utility. Does it solve a real problem?
If yes, it might have staying power. If no, it's probably hype.
And we're still early. The technology will get better and easier to use.
So don't write off NFTs completely just because monkey JPEGs crashed.
But also don't buy monkey JPEGs.
Good advice. All right, everyone, thanks for listening. If you want to explore any of these use cases, we've got links in the show notes.
And if you've had experiences with NFTs, good or bad, we'd love to hear about them.
Hit us up on social media.
Next week, we're talking about something totally different.
How to build an emergency fund in 2024.
Back to basics.
Sometimes that's what we need. All right, everyone, thanks for listening.
Stay curious, stay skeptical, and don't believe the hype.
See you next time.